bullet journals, art projects, organized planner sheet. Well, life takes all of us on different journeys, and some of them we couldn't have guessed would happen in a million years. Well, today I'm going to share with you a wrap-up of my journey from being diagnosed with PTSD and completing 12 weeks of therapy through the VA, and also everything else that's going on with my shop and creativity and kicking off the holidays. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, this, you guys, is where I work for Organized Planner Chic, which is my YouTube channel and Etsy shop. And as you can tell, this is my home, our apartment, and if you keep walking with me, you'll see that I have this cubby is where my office is. It is actually less than half of the dining room, but it works perfectly for me. Everything that I need is in this space, and I feel at home because I created this faux wall there to divide and feel like I'm walking into work when I come into my cubby, and when I step out, I am going home. All right. And this is how I usually start off my day in some sort of gown or, throw thing on where I haven't taken a shower or gotten dressed yet. And yes, all of my hair is in that huge mound and that black wrap wrapped around my head, which you'll see a little bit later when you can see my locks. I have a lot of hair. And so I'm just lotioning up while I watch YouTube to get the day started. So right here is a coloring page that you can download for free from my Organized Planner Chic Crew Facebook group. And while you watch me paint this page, I'm going to share my final answers for my final assessment for PTSD therapy. So first question was, why did this trauma happen? And I said it happened because the person who harmed me chose to do so. It was not my fault. I didn't do anything to cause it, and I couldn't have done anything to prevent it. I took reasonable actions regarding safety based on information I had from those in authority over him and my previous interactions with him. I did not deserve what he did. He is to blame. The next question was how my life has changed since therapy. And I said, I love myself and I no longer worry about being perfect. I don't expect my loved ones to be perfect. I delegate more and take unnecessary pressure off myself. I fall asleep pretty easily. I laugh and smile more. I try to go out of the house at least once a day. I desire to spend time with my friends. I don't take things as personally. I'm intentional about things that really matter, like health, family, and friendship. Next question, how I feel about safety. I take responsible steps and I leave it all in God's hands. Nothing is really in my hands anyway. I lock the doors and windows, and I'm reasonably cautious when I'm out alone, but I'm not afraid or paranoid. I trust God to protect me, and if He allows something to happen, I know He is still with me, and I look forward to peace in eternity with Him. Next question, how I feel about trust. It's natural that we all lack trustworthiness on some level. We are all imperfect. We make mistakes, and even the best of us fall short and make poor choices from time to time. The challenge is in deciding which imperfect people to allow in our lives and for what purposes. No one has free reign, including our spouses and family members. Relationships have different purposes, boundaries, and timetables. Wisdom and experience give us direction, but we must ultimately seek the will of God and trust His Spirit that dwells within us. Next one was how I feel about power and control. I said the power I have is not my own. It is the Spirit of God that lives within me and knows all things. I don't need to be powerful. I just need to listen when He speaks. The Lord is the only one in control. I can try all I can to have it, but I will just end up stressed, anxious, lonely, and alienated. I want to be free to rest under His wings. Bad things will happen, but I don't need to take responsibility for all of them. Jesus is in the driver's seat, and I'm blessed to go along for the ride. Next one was how I feel about myself and others, and I feel like I had already covered what I thought about others. For myself, I said, I love myself. I love my company. I am happier. I can be more in the moment and not anxious about the past or what is to come. I'm not worried about God's plan for my life or worldly success. I am back to wanting to help others, especially those with PTSD and anyone who doesn't know Christ. I say no to what is not good for me and yes to what is healthy emotionally. I am shame and guilt free. And then the last one was how I felt about intimacy. And I said my relationships with my husband and daughter are 100 times better. We are super close because I don't worry. They are still who they are, imperfect like me, but I have accepted that. I am not the cause, nor should I be the solution. I just love them and I let them love me. I am reaching out and doing things more with my friends. I've always had great relationships with my friends, though, but I have allowed myself to develop more friendships. My son and I have always been great together, and now we're even better. And that was the end of therapy. And then after therapy, I'm a happier person. Like I said, and there's a smile on my face, and I'm so grateful for everything that's happened, everything that God has brought me through and it's teaching me now. And here's how the pages turned out in my Zequenz 360 journal pages for PTSD. And this is my awesome therapist. I am so grateful for her. She asked me, she was like, is this going to be on YouTube? And I said, yes, ma'am, it sure is. And then right afterward, I went and bought a sterling silver chain and compass pendant to remind me to try not to lose my way again and seek help if I need it. And then here is just me wrapping up before I get ready for Thanksgiving. I'm finishing a traveler's notebook style passport holder for my Etsy shop and getting it ready to ship. And I think it turned out pretty nicely. Just making sure everything fits correctly in here and taking a look at it. I think it turned out really nice. That is my passport right there, and that's my one of the inserts for my traveler's notebook that I'm taking to Tokyo in 2020. Be sure and check out that series because it's really fun. I'm having fun with it. And then, yeah, here it is. It's all done and pockets look good. Now it's time to cook for Thanksgiving. Lots of stuff. I cook everything from scratch every year. It takes me 2 to 3 days, depending on how soon I start and what all I have going on. And I did 2 days this time. So I stayed up until 3 a.m. for the first day, which was Wednesday, before Thanksgiving. And then I got up, I think, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 in the morning and started cooking and cooked all the way until dinner, which was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I love doing it and the food tastes so much better, but it takes forever. So much work. And you'll see here in a moment everything that we had, and I'm glad we had it because we loved it. It was awesome. Thanksgiving Day spread. Oops, my finger's in the way. We got some rice, some tempeh for the vegans, some from scratch green bean casserole. Yes, it's a lot of work. Some candy yams, some Brussels sprouts, some more Brussels sprouts. What else? This is for the non-vegans. Cornish hens. From scratch, everything's from scratch. Cornbread, some extra green bean casserole, sorry sister, and pineapple upside down cake. And then after a post-dinner nap, because I definitely needed it from staying up so late the night before and being on my feet for so long cooking Thanksgiving Day, I decorated the house, but I'll show you that in a different video, and I've got some more DIYs I need to do for that, and I'll put that in a video. But I decorated my office a little bit, and I wanted to show you what I have. So there is a little bit of berries, silver berries, and a Christmas mug my daughter gave me last year. Some lights, and the one on the left, the snowman, is from Dollar Tree. It's a wooden sign, and the one on the right is actually a gift bag, but it's so pretty. I hung it up there using some command hooks and Dollar Tree hooks that I got. But I'm eventually going to Mod Podge the bag, and the snowman bag you're looking at right here is a bag also. I'm going to Mod Podge those onto some cardboard and make them more, sort of like a wooden sign. Sorta. There's my certificate for completing PTSD through the VA, my therapy. And there's nothing on this side, and I'll be doing you a more thorough video of all the stuff that's stored in all these places in my office. It's a lot in there, and it works for me. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you like this vlog video. If you'd like to see more vlogs, please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. All my subscribers get an additional discount from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop, where I make vegan traveler's notebooks and accessories for any TN and printables for bullet journals and other journals and scrapbooks. And check out my Facebook group, Organized Planner Chic Crew, where you can get that free coloring page to download. Until next time, everyone, happy planning.